everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and I am back for another The Bondy Blue Show. Yes, back by popular demand. Okay, yes. A lot of you asked, and I decided that I was gonna get back into it and get the Bondy Blue Show back out there because it is one of my favorite videos to do. And a lot of you were asking, and I was like, yay, they're asking for it. Oh my God, that means they like it. Yeah. Hold up, I got commercial breaks. Okay, commercial break. Don't forget about Scentbird, you guys, okay? Scentbird is a luxurious perfume and cologne subscription service that you can get once a month. They send you a brand new or same 8 fluid ounce bottle of your choosing of perfume or cologne. They have great names on there: Gucci, Versace, Tom Ford. Okay, you go look on that site, click the link down below in my description box or in the comment section, and it will send you right there where you can sign up $14.95 to get one a month. Okay, there are also options to get 2 or 3 a month depending on whatever you feel. Also, you can buy the actual colognes, perfumes, candles, all kinds of stuff on scentbird.com. So you guys check out Scentbird. Yes. So let's start off with the question that everyone was asking this week. Who bit Beyonce? What the fuck? Okay, like who is out there biting the queen bee? Who is this crazy? Okay, now we got the story via Tiffany Haddish. Okay, now a lot of y'all don't like Tiffany Haddish spreading the tea all over the place, but I love it, bitch. I am splashing in said spillage of tea. Okay, because I often wonder, what is it like? Okay, when Beyonce and them go somewhere, okay, what is it like? What's the energy like? Is she like real chill? Is she drunk? Is she high? What's she doing? You know what I'm saying? Because everything is always so polished unless we're talking about that tumultuous relationship. I just be like, wow, bitch, you are really playing chess out here in these streets. Okay, Tiffany Haddish told us, remember when I had told y'all that I was at the party, okay? And the chick, the actress, came up to Beyonce and she was just being a little bit too touchy-feely. Beyonce came over there and just started talking to her to try to get her up off of her man in a nice little classy way. Well, later on, the crazy bitch was going back and forth with Beyonce and then bit Beyonce on the cheek, in the face. What the fuck? Like, first of all, let's think about how crazy you gotta be to bite somebody in the face at a party. First of all, it's a whole bunch of rich people in this room. Do you want to be known as a face biter, bitch? Okay, there go that face biter, bitch. When you bit her face, did you taste her foundation, bitch? That's what I'm wondering. Okay, inquiring minds want to know, because that's what I thought about. I'm like, face, makeup, you know, that's what I was thinking about. So everybody was like, who did it? Who done it? There was some speculatory names thrown out there, but we all came back to Sanaa Lathan. Okay, Tiffany Haddish did a show where she did some jokes and she talked about it and she kind of hinted that whoever the actress was who was on drugs, because Beyonce said, don't worry about that bitch, she on drugs, okay? That bitch is not even drunk, she is on drugs, okay? Like, I try to do my best Beyonce voice, y'all. There's some people out here that really do it much better than me, but I'm trying, okay? But anyway, it's Sanaa Lathan, y'all. They say it was Sanaa Lathan. Now, everybody knows Sanaa Lathan is known for being like a bratty, entitled bitch, okay? Her daddy is Stan Lathan, and he did everything black all through the 90s. Movies, television shows, he's huge. And she grew up under him. She also grew up being like extras on Family Matters, being, you know, the little ritsy titsy bitch. So this has always been her persona, and I'm almost thinking that they typecast her because this is the type of personality she actually does have. But me as an African-American woman, knowing that we have layers and are often called bitches, I don't like to, like, you know, use that as a way to form an opinion on how I feel about somebody that I've never met. So when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, that's a rumor, but that don't mean I don't like Sanaa Lathan. She's like one of the 6 black actresses that we used to always see before this influx that came in recently since Issa Rae and them. So it's just kind of like, I'm never going to have real hate for her. But apparently she be coked out at the parties, acting a fucking fool, and she bit Beyonce in the face. She tweeted and said she didn't do it. But if she did do it, it would be a love bite. And at the time, I was like, well, I guess she said she didn't do it. But then somebody else was like, nah, it was her. That bitch did that shit. It wasn't a, you know, ferocious bite. It was like a little, And it just caught Beyonce off guard. It would catch anybody off guard. You know, you go to him and do the little, or the little cheek, touch to say hey, and the bitch going, oh, I want you, bitch. Like, it was just real lesbian. It was real lesbian. So now, like, what's going on over there, bitch? What's happening in your world? Okay, now let me tell y'all another thing. I know a lot of the B stands and all of that, y'all want to be all upset at Tiffany Haddish. Y'all feel like she doing too much. I feel like y'all are fucking overreacting because y'all reading this juice when y'all see it, okay? I think Beyonce plans all of this shit. I think she talked to Tiffany Haddish. Oh, girl, you popping right now. You want to use this situation? Go ahead and use it. That's the perfect way for us to segue into our tour. Oh, some girl rubbing up on Jay-Z. Beyonce had to check him. Y'all don't have no video this time, but we know it happened. Okay, similar to the elevator situation where, oh, we get something that actually happens in real life, but they use it as a way to catapult a tour and to get people speculating about what's going on in their relationship. A lot of people ask me if I was gonna go to the On the Run tour too, because I know it's gonna come down here. And I'm like, I'm straight, because I went to the On the Run tour, the first one, and I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. But it was along the same lines where you put your songs in a way to say, oh, he cheated, but I love him. We made up. Now we back together. Like, it was the same thing. And I imagine even with adding 444 and the Lemonade songs, it's going to be even more of that same type of situation. So no, I don't want to pay $400 or more to go and see the same thing. But if somebody wanted to give me tickets, bitch, I would be there with bells on, okay? Tap shoes, bells, a thong, and a bustiquela, okay? I would be in that bitch. Craig Mack, y'all, okay? Flavor in your ass, okay? Look, y'all know Craig Mack passed away. What that was last week. I don't remember the exact date. Normally, I don't talk about things like this because I don't like for my channel to talk about depressing or sad things because I want to uplift you, okay? I want you to feel happy when you watch Britney, when you come to Bondy Blue Channel. I want you to be smiling. Like you don't never know how you're going to sing it, so you just go ahead and give it your best shot. And you just don't want it to keep sounding the same, so you just throw it out there and hope for the best. That's what I just did. Don't worry about it. Y'all, my dog. I feel like going on. Okay, so yeah, y'all, Craig Mack. Let me tell y'all what I read. So apparently when Craig Mack had his funeral this past week, another rapper who I'm not all that familiar with posted that no other celebrities were at his funeral. And everybody was like, what the fuck, Diddy? You out here talking about how much Craig Mack set it off for y'all and how he was the one that gave y'all first hit. You offered to pay for his funeral and you ain't even show up. Oh, I thought about that, but I was waiting for the story to develop further. Apparently, the cult that Craig Mack had got involved in a couple of years before his death, they orchestrated his funeral and they didn't even let his family or his friends that he knew, just regular life, not all the celebrities, but just his regular family and friends were not at his funeral because they wouldn't allow it. They also would not allow for it to be paid for by Diddy. And there are some questionable things going on with this church he got involved in. So the guy name is Ralph Gordon Stair. Apparently, our boy Craig Mack was going through it and he felt like he wanted to kill himself. I've always felt like Craig Mack just dropped off the side of the earth for some reason. They had the Big Mac come out. He was obviously a good rapper, had good songs. There are other songs by Craig Mack that I like. So I didn't understand why he disappeared. He said he saw some evil going on in the music industry that he didn't want to have no parts of. But still, you sitting in your car about to kill yourself and you hear a pastor on the radio. And that changes how you see things because he was praying for a sign and then he hears this pastor on the radio. So he sought out this pastor and this pastor was Ralph Gordon Stair. Apparently, Ralph Gordon Stair had a church that everybody calls a cult. And he was arrested for having sex with, I think, a 12-year-old girl or, just very young teenage girls in the church. And someone asked Craig Mack how he felt about that after that was kind of brought to light. And Craig Mack said, I'm going to forgive him because that's what God wants me to do, or something along those lines. And that's when the friend, the rapper, the other guy who was at the funeral kind of was like, damn, he's far gone. You know, his mind is fucked up now. He's really in a cult. And so I was just like really amazed by that. People who get in cults in this day and age. I don't know why I'm amazed by that. People love to find other people that have the same, you know, ideals as them and inform groups. And the internet has made that way easier for people to do. But because I figured that, you know, it's the same type of thing with a cult where people are going through it and they're looking for somebody to have compassion, looking for somebody to lead them. And there's a charlatan or somebody that is charismatic and can lead people but uses his powers for evil. And then here comes Craig Mack thirsty for something that he can't find anywhere else. And boom, bow, pow, you know, this is a messed up situation. Now, Craig Mack died of a heart attack and he had a heart condition. But something about the whole situation just sent chills over my body in a bad way. I just kind of don't like stuff like that. I also don't like overly zealous religious people. I feel like there should be a balance between being of God and being of the world. There should be a balance because you are of both, whether you want to admit it or understand it or not. So when people are so much into something that they would give away anything, they would forgive anything, I just find problems with that. And that's what I felt when I read this Craig Mack story. So that's why, you know, I wanted to share it with y'all. But let's just go ahead and move on to something a little bit lighter but more fucked up. Emily B. All right. If y'all did not watch the first couple of seasons of Love and Hip Hop New York, well, bitch, you missed out. And you need to get on Hulu and watch that shit, okay? Because it was the best that reality television had ever been, because it was before they had discovered that these bitches will try to kill each other if we don't have security on hand. And also that certain companies did not want to have their commercials before or after a show. They got bitches beating each other up. And I'm like, I don't understand why this is an issue. WWE gets the highest ratings on Monday night. I'm sure they have a whole bunch of commercials. But on reality TV show, when it's black girls fight, now all of a sudden we can't have our ads on that shit. Y'all work on my nerves with y'all double standards of fuck shit. Violence is violence. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Anyway, you know, just something that came to my mind right quick. So this week, Emily B called the police on Fabulous. And Emily B has been with Fabulous for over a decade. They have, I think, 2 or 3 children together. I'm sorry if I don't have like the verbatims for these people's lives, but in all honesty, I only give a fuck about the part that I'm talking about. And whatever I missed does not change my opinion on the situation. But I know a lot of y'all hate when I don't come to y'all with all the actual factuals and shit. Sorry. All right. I don't know the exact number. All I know is he punched her in her face 7 times. They said he knocked 2 of her teeth out, threatened to kill her daddy and her brother when they came to the house to remove weapons from the home in which Fabulous had threatened to shoot Emily B with. Now, here's my thing, Emily B. Of course, we're all mad at Fabulous. Of course, we're all looking at Fabulous like, oh my God, fuck nigga, you have taken this to a whole nother level. Not only did you start off your relationship with children, but not claiming her, the disrespect of not claiming her on national television, all of that shit was bad enough. The cheating, the philandering, after all of these years, continuing to have children with her, never marrying her, but stay setting up for the we dressed alike photo shoots. You know what I mean? So it's always a frontation for me. And what bothers me the most is not just the fact that Fabulous is a fucked up example of a man, but Emily B being in this situation for over a decade. The disrespect started years ago. So if he felt like he could knock your teeth out last week, I want to know what the hell has been happening that we didn't know about this whole time. Because to me, his emotional abuse was fucked up and had been going on since the beginning, at least the beginning of what we saw of their relationship. Because, I mean, having a baby for a man, him being with you and still not claiming you is fuck shit. Then he claimed her after they got off the reality show, and I think they had another baby after that. And it seems like they're together. But you know he probably still cheats on her because he's Fabulous and he's still living in 2000. So, you know, he probably out here cheating on her and she's still not getting treated well. She's also not married. She's not engaged. She's just that nigga steady, okay? They ain't going steady. They just be fucking around. Yes, sex great. Damn, babe, we fucking around. And it just aggravates me because I feel like everybody has to take responsibility for the part they play in these types of relationships. Yes, I have compassion for her as a woman. I feel bad for her as a woman that something like this happened to her. But when you tell me your daddy and your brother showed up to the house to remove the guns, I have to wonder in my mind, what the fuck is going on with you? Your daddy is obviously in your life, so we can't say you have, you probably could have daddy issues. He might have just came back into your life. We don't know. But I'm just saying, when you tell me your daddy was there to protect you, your brother was there to protect you, but you spent most of your adult life with a fuck nigga that has never really appreciated you or treated you like you should be treated as a woman that has been faithful to him. Now, he went to Vegas or California. He went to somewhere. So I think it was Vegas. He went to Vegas and found out that she was there too. It wasn't Vegas, y'all. I'm confusing that with what happened on the interview with Ray J. Sorry. It was LA. He went to LA, found out she was in LA, and got pissed off about it. That's not a good enough reason for me, which is why I don't know if I believe that that's the reason. And another thing is, I don't really give a fuck what the reason is, because nothing she could have done would make you knocking her front teeth out okay, would make you punching her in her face 7 times okay. Now, he turned himself in, because that's what you bitch niggas do when y'all don't want the cops after y'all. Y'all turn yourselves in. But what I want to know is, Emily B., what are you going to do now? Are you still going to be with him? Because you stayed with him through all of the other disrespect. And now that we publicly know that he hit you, I want to know, are you going to fucking stay, Emily B? Because I don't want you to. I want you to get some self-esteem. I want you to get some vibrato about your womanhood. Tap into your fucking ego and realize that you deserve to be treasured. You deserve to have somebody that actually wants to claim you and marry you and be with you, and not just use you as a fucking baby-making machine that they can show up, fucking get emotional support from, and then leave destitute, kick their ass, threaten their life, threaten their family life, and then, but it's all good because I'm fabulous and I had some hits in the early 2000s and the late 90s, and fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. What are you holding on to this nigga for? When I heard this story, y'all, I was like, wow. Because I didn't think that he would actually physically hurt her. And then when it was brought to my attention, I was like, well, bitch, I don't know why you wouldn't think that. Shit, it ain't like he ain't been kicking her ass emotionally for years. Tamar cut all her hair off. All right, she is freeing herself from Vincent. There's a whole bunch of shit that's been going on that I haven't been talking about, but it's just been playing itself out, and I just kind of like to wait and see, because they said they were going to get a divorce, but they still working together. They did an interview with the View. They did an interview with The View. It was very uncomfortable. He's still trying to fight for his marriage and putting on this Vincent Herbert, I smile and have a baby voice and everyone loves me shit. Like, it's bullshit. It's a facade to me, and I can see that now. And it's what he presents to the world, but I don't think it's what people, see when the cameras aren't rolling. It's not what Tamar experiences. And you can tell by the way she just sits there and is just kind of like emotionless while he does his thing. Okay, but she cut all her hair off and said that she wanted to be free and that she wore wigs because she wanted to please Vincent. She felt that as his wife, it was her responsibility to do what he likes or to look like he wanted her to look. Now, here's my only thing about that, Tamar. You are not a white woman, because y'all know she always says that Vincent likes blondes. You are not a white woman. Okay, your hair was not naturally blonde. Was your hair blonde when y'all met? I want to know. Because y'all met years ago. You met him with your original nose, okay, probably with your real color hair, all right, and your same skin tone. So I want to know why you felt like you had to change yourself to be some form of something that he likes when he married you, a black girl with brown hair and brown eyes, bitch. But I do understand that if you see that your man likes something and you want him to pay attention to you, then you might pick up those subtle cues and start to dress or do whatever you feel to make him feel happy. And I'm okay with that as long as it does not encroach on a woman's freedom to do what she wants to do. As a woman, if you want to wear blonde wigs to make your husband feel all hot and bothered by you every day, and you want to do that, that's fine. But what we're not going to do is make ourselves feel less than, make ourselves feel uncomfortable, not celebrate who we are as women innately because we're trying to make somebody else happen. Be that society or a fucking husband. I feel like Vince likes to take all the attention and all the gratitude for Tamar's success, and it's just unfair. But I do like her with the bald head because I feel like it accentuated her face because she has these great cheekbones and those weaves never did her justice. The wigs never did her justice. First of all, because the wigs never looked that great to me. Sometimes they did, but other times you was like, bitch, how much money do you have? Where did you get that wig from, bitch? Like, I know you got 100,000 blonde wigs in a closet and shit like that, but I'm gonna need for them to be better quality wigs. How about we bring it down to 5 and just have them really good and just go back and forth between the 5? This nigga don't need new hair every week. A lot of women feel like they can't cut their hair and be beautiful, but you can, bitch. You do it, all right? I was happy to see her. She looked lighter. She looked happier. I don't know what's going, she probably had pulled some of her hairline out with all of those wigs and decided to just fuck it, shave it and let it grow back right. But somebody said it was a little furry in the front. She's going to get it together. All I'm saying is the bitch looked better with no hair. And she said she's selling them wigs, so you hoes hit her up. All right? I'm happy that she's getting in a better place. I hope it's not all for show, but I really don't think that she can think far enough for this to be all for show. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, and I put it out there. I'm extra, my life extra. It's on social media, but I need to pull it back. So Tamar, she gonna get her shit together. I'm hoping that she still comes out with more music. She doesn't let this stop her flow, because this can actually bring like more better music with you finding yourself as a woman, because I feel like that's the journey she's on right now, and I'm all here for it, bitch. Okay? But you do need to learn that you can't just be telling people what to do about their relationships because, people in glass houses can't throw rocks. You knew Vince was beating your ass all them years, but you had to keep talking down to your sisters about their relationship. And I'm wondering why none of y'all ever jumped up and said, well, at least he ain't beating my ass. Because I would have told her. I would have knocked that ass down years ago. But y'all wanted to let her run her mouth. And now y'all want to say some shit now that she going through it and need y'all and all of that. They going to be there for her. But it was just some shit I was noticing on the Braxton Family Values since I've been watching. It's time for my motherfucking advice. It's time for my motherfucking advice. Yes, bitch. Vocals, okay? The vocal stylings of Bondy Blue. Thank you. Me and my boyfriend have been together for 8 months. Our relationship has had a lot of ups and downs. When we first met, he already had a girlfriend that I didn't know about. Very early into our relationship, he was kicked out of his aunt's house. So he ended up staying with me and my family, girl. That's not a good thing. That's not a good sign. Don't let no nigga, what kind of family you got that let him stay with you? Okay, your family loose. Nah, I'm just playing. You know what I mean? But they shouldn't have allowed that. That's not okay. Anyway, one day he met me while I was working, and I was calling him and he was not answering. I'm guessing she meant he was supposed to meet her. Anyway, so because he was using one of my old phones, I looked through his call log and saw a number that he always texts and call. Come to find out, nigga had a whole girlfriend out here, okay? To add insult to injury, the friend's house that she had been dropping him off to was the other woman's house, the girlfriend. So she would get up in the morning, go to work with this man who's supposed to be this boy, who's supposed to be her boyfriend, drop him off at his friend's house, and it was his other girlfriend's house, bitch. You sound dumb right there. So the day we busted him, me and I don't know who he is, but I guess her and the other girl, they sat and talk for hours and all of this type of shit. So she felt like they was getting to a better place. Because, whenever we have these long, drawn out conversations after we find out somebody doing us dirty and we feel like we have a better understanding, then we can forgive and move on, especially if it's the first time. But a lot of the times, that's not the best response. The best response is to kick the motherfucker out your house and stop talking to him for a month. And then after that month, without no kind of communication, if you still feel like you want to fuck with him, then okay, revisit the situation, because people make mistakes and we all young and shit. But at the end of the day, bitch, we should not be rushing to get back with people that will lie that openly about a whole nother relationship for months. Anyway, he said he was going to stop talking to the other girl, but y'all know he didn't. So his girlfriend, and she's referring to the girl as his girlfriend. So that should let you know this is some bullshit. Anyway, well, his girlfriend ends up calling him and basically begging that he stay with her. Mind you, during all this time, he was living with me and my family. He was at my family's house for Thanksgiving and everything. During all this time, they never really saw each other. So he called after all that talking at the park to basically tell me that because he knew her longer, he wanted to work it out with her instead. I was pissed and heartbroken at the same time. After a big blowout, he still chose her. But because I had a heart, I didn't kick him out. Girl, you didn't need to have a heart. This ain't the 5 heartbeats, bitch, okay? A heart is a house for love. And I learned that it don't take much to break. Give it, bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. I'm sorry, y'all. That it went right into the 5 heartbeats that's been in the back of my mind all week. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, I still feel like that was stupid. Why would you still allow him to live with you? Like, no, nigga, go find somewhere to live. Like, no, be a man. Like, go figure it out. We decided to still be friends, which obviously didn't work because we were still sleeping with each other because he was living with you and around each other 24/7 because he was living with you, which basically turned me into the other woman. And I know it wasn't right. No, it's not right. And it's not right because he had a girlfriend. It's not right because is it good for you? Does it make you feel good to be with somebody who you giving a place to live while they go and fuck some other chick on a regular basis and you know about it? Does that make your self-esteem feel good? I'm just asking. Okay, because it really should be about how this makes you feel, not about how it looks and not about the other girl. Like, the fuck? Why is she not giving this nigga a place to live? He couldn't stay with her because her family didn't like him because he was a thug for them and he doesn't 100% share their religious beliefs. You know why? Because her parents was like, that fuck nigga is not living here. You got us fucked up. Her parents had the right idea about this shit. Thug my ass. Like, I don't give a fuck. You not living here. You were like, how old, bitch? Like, I don't even know, like 20 something years old. I think she answered me and told me that they was 23 and 20 or something like that. No, that's grown enough for you to get your ass out in these streets, find a job and find a place to stay on your own. Okay? Figure it out. But you're not about to be living with me. She was just making these decisions wrong as fuck. I don't even understand why she would let him continue to live with her. So I helped him get his social security card, ID, and everything he lost. Why did you need to help him do that? There's an office that helps people do that. You didn't need to do that for him. You were taking on the responsibility of a fucking mother that you don't need to take on the responsibility of. I don't know why women do this. Okay? A man needs to come to you with a fucking social security card and an ID. Okay? If he ain't got those 2 things, he can't live with you. He can't be with you because you can't trust him. Okay? Anyway, after a while, I basically told him he had to choose. I basically told him, why would you continue to try to be with someone who doesn't even really care that you're homeless and you need help? But she has been with you for 4 years because she's smart. Really, when we first moved to Cali, they dated a week, broke up. He left Cali for 2 years, came back, and that's where my story begins. So later that day, after he went over her family house, they broke up officially, and we decided to start over and take things slow. So wait, you mean to tell me that he need to move back to wherever the fuck he had a house at? That's what he needed to do, or find somewhere else to live. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just really not okay with this using situation, because it really makes me feel like the only reason he with you is because you letting him live with you. A month goes by and I discover he is talking to her. So I basically end up telling her that we never stopped talking and he lived with me because you was hurting trying to lash out when really you should have made the decision to move on as soon as you found out he had a girlfriend, and you should have kicked his ass out. I'm gonna keep saying that. So he blows and it becomes a whole Facebook fight. See, why y'all having arguments about y'all relationships over social media? You motherfuckers ain't got text message. After that, me and him still stayed together, and he has not cheated since that you know of. But with all this drama, how do I move on for real? Kick him out of your house and stop talking to him. Simple. I still have these moments where I get overprotective and I get insecure, which is understandable. We are women. He says that he realized that he fucked up and it was stupid and that I'm a good ass woman. And he's just telling you that because he know that's what you want to hear, and he still want to have somewhere to stay rent free. He says that he realized he fucked up and it was stupid, and that I'm a good ass woman, and that me and my family are the only people to ever really care about him. He wants to move out together, get married, and have children. Do you think that it's possible, or do you think that too much has happened and I should call it quits? Thanks in advance. I know it was a long email. It's cool, boo. All right. I know it sounds like I'm beating up on you in this letter, but I'm really not. I'm just telling you what it is. Because I feel like a lot of the times women do these things for men that they really shouldn't be doing. They're giving up stuff that they should not be giving up. You're giving up your space. First of all, as a young woman, you should be trying to get out into this world on your own. Marriage, children, that shit can come later. I got married at 28, okay? And I ain't had kids yet, and I make 30 this year. So what I'm saying is there's time for all of that. But right now, he needs to become a man on his own. He needs to be able to provide his own dwelling. He needs to provide his own food. He needs to be able to take care of his own business, which means he should not be relying on you to get him a social security card and an ID, bitch, okay? He needs to become a stable person all on his own without any help from anybody else before you consider marrying him or having children with him, okay? Because what you're going to set yourself up for is being a mother to his children and a mother to him as well. He probably eventually will cheat on you again because y'all are young, and then you're gonna have a child in a marriage that's unhappy because you're not getting what you need, because you haven't been able to get out into the world and find out who you are as a woman. You living with your parents. He can't really call you a good ass woman. No, you living with your parents. You as a grown woman need to get out and have your own place, live your own life, be single, be free, live your life, young lady, okay? Do that for a while. And if you want to get back into a relationship with him once you're starting to see, oh, he got his own place. Oh, he may not have a car, but he can pay for Uber every time we go somewhere. Okay, he could pay for food. Oh, I didn't have to bring him to go and get his ID renewed. Oh, shit. He's, you know what I'm saying? Like, once he starts to show you that he can be a man and take care of his damn self, that's when you start even thinking about marrying and having children with somebody. When they present you with something that you could work with, all right? Right now, he ain't giving you shit but words, okay? He's not giving you anything but some dick and words. And something is telling me that you dickmatized by this little young nigga, and you like the thug vibe, you like the energy he giving you and all of that. And that's all good if you want to fuck with that, okay? But if you can't fuck with him without thinking about marrying him and living with him and all of that type of shit, then you don't need to be fucking with him. You need to find yourself somebody else that has more to offer you. For real. And I understand that you have compassion for him and want to be there for him and all of that, but fuck out of here with that. He's not a child. He's not a teenager. He needs to figure it out for himself, just like everybody else do around this motherfucker, okay? I'm just saying, in the world, there are people out here who are very much on their own, that don't have family, that somehow get jobs, get places to live, and take care of their damn self. And they can actually be in relationships with other people because they have something to offer, a whole person, okay? Not a person that needs to be taken care of, okay? You need to be worrying about yourself and not worrying about him, all right? That's my advice. That's what I got to give, okay? If it came off harsh, I'm sorry. It's coming from a good place, and I'm telling you what I know. I'm telling you from life experience, and I'm also telling you from what I know will probably be the best in the long run for you. But I love you. Appreciate you for writing me. Please don't forget. Shut up. My husband. Please don't forget, who had his own place and his own car before we got together. Okay? And a job. All right? These are the simple things they need to have before you even thinking about marrying the motherfuckers, okay? Now, I love y'all. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Check down below for Scentbird. I appreciate y'all for coming back for the Bondy Blue Show. Shake them tits, Care Bear, share. And I'll see y'all tomorrow for y'all to fix my life. Yeah, 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 yeah.